B20 deliberations in the capital when
Yes.
they happened a couple of weeks ago. And one of the things that was spoken of was the need to generate $4 trillion of funds for meeting all the, Paris Agreement climate goals, to achieve the sustainable development goals, and essentially looking at increasing manifold the pool of finance available to meet some of these goals. That's the B20 conclusion. How do you see that happen?
So my view is that these trillions and many zeros that people keep tossing about, you can't really be sure of the accuracy. What you are sure of is a very large number.
Sure.
One little study I will tell you, just so you can keep it at the back of your mind. If countries introduce the right policy frameworks and the right regulatory frameworks and the right basic principles of where they're going on a topic, it can reduce the investment you need to meet an SDG goal by half. So whatever trillions they are, if you get the right frameworks, they become half that. That's the first thing.
Interesting.
It's important to remember because this has a double benefit. Not only does it reduce the friction in getting there, it enables the private sector without whom you cannot get to these goals. You're not going to get to these goals with multilateral bank balance sheets or with government balance sheets. You're going to need the private sector balance sheet, ingenuity, technology, and people. And I think that's what the private sector lab is about as well. What can we do to be helpful to make them come in, starting with policy, but then it could be first risk, it could be blended finance, it could be concessional capital for feasibility studies, it could be help with, sort of the supply side of this, creating projects that are bankable, helping them implement them. It could be originating to distribute, it could be managing the asset life cycle. I take part of the balance sheet load in the early part. Once the gestation is done and the utility is paying for the energy, the bank gets out, moves to the next deal. There's a lot of ways to think about how to sweat this and work with the private sector. None of it is easy. All of it is challenging. All of it will test us. But not doing anything is not an option.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.